Bonjour. Today we're going to learn about c'est and versus il est or elle est and the different cases that you would use these two in. Just to start off, the plural of c'est is ce sont and the plural of il est or elle est is ils sont or elles sont. So these are both used very often, and it's a little bit hard to tell the difference. So we're going to learn rules to apply so that we can best figure out when we use one and when we use the other. So here are two very overarching rules here. We're going to use c'est or ce sont for a determined noun, which basically means a noun with a determiner before it. A determiner, some examples of those are definite articles, le, la, les, or are indefinite articles, un, une, des, or possessive adjectives, possessive determiners like my, your, mes, they. So if you see a noun like that, like mes livres, it's a noun that has a determiner before it. Often you're going to use c'est, like that's my, you would use ce sont here, those are my books. And if you just have an adjective, often it's going to be il est or elle est. So, il est content. Okay, so this is often followed by a noun with a determiner, and this is often followed by an adjective. So we're going to start with learning the two rules that go with il est or elle est or ils sont or elles sont, because there are only two rules. C'est has a lot more different categories of things that can be used for it. So my rationale is if you learn the one that has the fewer categories to memorize, it's a lot easier, and if it doesn't fall into those categories, then by process of elimination, it would go into these. So let's just learn the two groups, the one we already have learned. Adjectives. It goes with adjectives, so you're using it to describe people or things. You're describing specific things or people. So, il est timide. Okay. He is shy. It's an adjective. Has il est. Our second group is going to be followed by nationality, occupation, or religion. Now these, if you want to be really specific about it, are pretty much adjectives. We're treating them as adjectives. In English, we tend not to think about someone's occupation as an adjective. It's like saying another noun. That's what they are, a doctor. But if you think about it this way, that you're describing that person, you're describing that person's religion, you're describing that person's nationality, think about it as these are adjectives, and we treat them as adjectives in French. So it's really just the same rule. We're just making sure we know that when we say adjective, we also are talking about nationality, occupation, and religion. So let's just go specific on that. Elle est française. She is French. Il est, we'll just say docteur. He's a doctor. That's occupation. And ils sont. And we'll name a few different religions here. We got juif, musulman, and chrétien. Okay, here's some examples. And like we mentioned, these are being treated as adjectives, so these are plural because these are plural. This is feminine because that is feminine. So those are the two main rules for il est and elle est or ils sont, elles sont. And so you'll see here when you're looking at them that they are talking about specific people or things, and And when we move over here, we're going to be speaking more in general. And we'll go over to this side now. Let's erase this so we have more room. We got a bunch of different cases for this. Here, again, one, we said a noun. C'est mon ami. You're saying, that's my friend. You would not say, he is my friend. Il est mon ami. You would say, c'est mon ami. Like, that's my friend there. And that's how you would say it. Again, it's a noun. If you were pointing out a person, so proper noun. C'est Céline Dion. You saw her on the street. C'est Céline Dion. Like, you saw her there. There she is. Okay? You're not saying she is Céline. You are saying that's Céline. It's a proper noun. As we said, another rule is disjunctive pronoun. Whoop. Okay? C'est moi. That's what you call a word like me. We have I, and then we have me. Me is the disjunctive pronoun form of I, which is our subject pronoun. So just know that's what it is. C'est moi, c'est toi. Okay? You would use c'est with that. Next we have la date, the date. C'est le 8 septembre. Use it for the date. Also, let's make some more room here. I forget what number we're at. Infinitive as subject. So, vivre, c'est parler français. To live, that's to speak French. To live is to speak French. So again, c'est with an infinitive, and the infinitive is acting as the subject of the sentence. Lastly, if you're just saying something non-specific, you're not saying he is cool, you are saying that's cool. Chouette. Okay? If you were saying he is cool, you're using it as an adjective for a specific person. We're not doing that here. This is an adjective. Yes, I did say adjectives were over here, but it's an adjective that's non-specific. It's not referencing something specific. So if you remember, remember this is for adjectives, for occupation, nationality, and religion. This is for most everything else. And if you remember, yes, this can be used for adjectives, but it's non-specific, so you're not saying a specific person or thing.